Hello everyone, thank you for joining to our today's session. This short video is an introduction to the Cloud Green Update solution. During this session, we'll be reviewing the main setups and key features of the solution. All data shared during this video were created for demo purposes in order to introduce the main features of the solution and do not compromise any customer implementation or an internal project. Let's start with the technical requirements. In order to run the solution, it should be installed on Tier 1 machine, saying in other words, it should be used in a standard DevBox machine that is available for downloading from the LCS portal. The machine can be deployed in LCS or in a local data center. This requirement is highly important, since the solution should have access to local drive in order to work with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation application files. Also, one of the DevOps methodologies should be followed for the project. I mean, all mandatory requirements regarding the selected process, basic, agile, or another one, should be performed. Work items should be linked as it is supposed to be according to the selected process. Otherwise, the solution will be useless since it will be not feasible to define features or processes. For that, the update may have an impact. So let's switch to the system. Let's imagine we have a new machine and the solution is installed on this machine. So it is needed to perform initial setups. For this purpose, we need to go to Cloud Green Update module and on the parameters form. On this form, you may see various fields. Let's discuss some of them. The most important fields are related to DevOps connection. First of all, it is needed to specify the following fields: repository, hosting type, internet address, branch, IP version, and metadata folder. And of course, we should set token ID. The necessary data should be provided by the lead developer of the project or might be specified in the technical guide of the implementation project. Domain name and account name can be specified if a local team foundation server is used. In the current demo, we will use DevOps connection as the most relevant scenario. All parameters have been set in advance so that we may show you our solution. So when we have all parameters related to DevOps, we need to specify application folder and file path to the new version. In case of local machine, it should be like C drive. If we use LCS hosted machine, probably it will be K drive. So in order to complete the main setups, we need to specify number sequences. Actually, we have only one number sequence in our module. Then we need to go to the custom model list form. Here should be listed application models that are included for the analysis. When it's done, we can consider that the main configuration steps have been completed. In order to start working with the solution, it is needed to go to the application versions form. The main idea of this form is to collect information about the extended application object, track their changes from a development perspective, and have an opportunity to access the impact of updates for different application versions. In order to use this form, we need to create a new record with all necessary information related to the current using version. So, as an app ID, any reasonable value can be set, and all other fields should be filled as we need to our needs. So, when a record is created, it is possible to run an analysis of the current application code. For this purpose, the operation import data of the current application should be performed. In fact, this application may take about 1-2 hours. It depends on the application. During the current demo, we will not run this operation. I will show you a prepared example. As you may see, I have some of them. So, when we open details, we may see on the left side of the form, it is shown the standard application models that have been extended via extensions. On the right side of the form, it is shown the details regarding the extension created for standard objects of the selected standard models. So you may see that we have some tabs. Their names are tables, classes, or extended data types. So this information will be used further in order to estimate the impact of the update on the current application. So as you can see, there are a couple of types for table extensions, like AOT extension. It means that a new field has been added to this table, or class extension. It means that a table method of the standard table has been extended. So it shows us all possible options for extending tables, for instance. So in case of class, we have only one option. We can extend only class via extension class. So we have no records with type AOT extension. So actually, in order to show how our solution works, I've prepared a couple of check-ins so that we can use for our demo purposes. So when we have information regarding our current application, we need to import an update package. For this purpose, we have a periodic task in our solution. Let's open this operation. So actually, update package provided as a huge zip file. It's a zip archive. It can be downloaded from the LCS portal, and then this file should be extracted from the zip archive into a folder. Of course, I did all the sections in advance, since we have not so much time for our demo. So when we run this operation, we should specify app ID that we will use for comparison, and path to our update package. Actually, this operation may take also about maybe 1-2 hours, so I will use a prepared example. When this operation is completed, a new record on the comparison history form will be created, and we may see here our extension that we saw on our application versions form. And you see that some of them has div mark. It means that the standard code in our current application and in the new package has some difference. And for now, for us, it may mean that our extensions may work in another way, and it is a good idea to test the related business processes thoroughly. But first of all, of course, we should define this process. So for this purpose, a special report has been developed. Since it is assumed that there can be a huge amount of modification and DevOps items, since we may have huge amount of modification in our system, and also we may have many DevOps items, and in order to show this information, we created a special operation, report data preparation. So I will run it, since it should take not so much time, since we have just maybe 5 or 6 extensions. While it works, I will continue. So, as I said, it should take not so much time, since we have not so many extensions. So, when we have list of changed objects, so we can access the impact of the new updates on our application from a technical and functional perspective. For this purpose, we created our report, work items report. After report data preparation is when report data preparation is completed, we can run this report. So, and it show us work items that can be touched with this, can be changed with this update, and we can extract this information into Excel file and then use it for our purposes. Also, we can do some other things, but honestly, working of our solution is quite specific things, and we should take into consideration all tiny details that may have our implementation project. So, but having this information, we can access the impact of the new update on our application and define business processes that should be tested first, since we have our report, and which of them should be tested in the first order. So this may help us reduce testing efforts, since we know which process should be tested, and also we may have the technical insight of the new update, since it allows the development team to adjust code to the new update efficiently. And all these options can save time and money during the update preparation process. So, at this point, I would like to complete the current demo session. Today, I presented the main features of the Cloud Green Update solution, but please keep in mind, there are many tiny details that are specific to the implementation project that I mentioned. So the solution can be implemented to the specific needs, and value of the solution depends on the DevOps methodology and development approach of the project. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me for the future information. I will be available for discussion after ending this presentation. Thank you for watching this short presentation, and have a nice day.